Hey gang, welcome to 30 Day Booty. I'm Tamara and this is day 16 of our March 2023 edition in which we are doing all body weight exercises. So we got 3 segments today and let's get started. So we're gonna start standing because I feel like doing some runner's touches today. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stand on the right leg and we're gonna pick up the left leg and we're just gonna reach down, maybe touch the floor, maybe touch your knee, maybe touch a table or something. While you're doing that, the other leg is reaching out behind you. You can let it go soft, but you'll get a little extra cheek work on that floating leg if you don't. If you push it, that leg pushes actively, even though the leg you're standing on is really the action leg. You can get a little extra something, something in that cheek by really engaging through that muscle. Now, I like to touch the ground on that because I like that stretch. Whoops. And I like to have a little target for my hand, but you definitely don't have to. You can get just a fine workout going as far as you need to go. I'm gonna do 15 of these just like this, and then I'm gonna go right into something else, so don't stop yet. Unless I go way over 15, in which case stop and start again when I get going. I'm gonna do 6 more. I just love these. I love the way you feel it all the way up the back side of the body. Hamstrings, glutes, lower back, your abdominals are helping. A little bit of balance work, a little bit of ankle stability. I'm gonna do 2 more. And then I'm gonna go straight into 5 extras with just a little pop up. So I'm gonna reach, and then I'm gonna pop and land. You can always tap that foot down if you need to. 3, and I'm only doing 5 of these explosively because I got a lot of stuff I want to do today. Reach and pop, and then the last one, reach and pop. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Staying tall on my left leg, lifting that right leg, or tapping that right leg. Right hand reaches down a little or a lot. Feels really good, keeping a beautiful posture. Whoop. And a nice strong belly. Some of them will look better than others, right? One will be the best, and one will be the worst. Let's hope that was my worst one. Make sure you're breathing the whole time. And if you play your cards right, really everything can be abdominal work. If you're pulling that in, you're doing it some favors. I'm going to do 5 more like that. And I'm going to call that 15. So as always, if you care about doing exactly the right number of repetitions, please count, because I am so busy talking to you about form, I really don't know how many I'm doing. Oop. All right, let's say that was 15. I'm going to do the 5 extras with that little pop, whoop, that little bit of propulsion. It challenges the balance. Reach and pop. And you, like me, will probably find that one leg's a little better at balancing than the other. This is not my best one. My other leg's a little better at it. That's number 4. And that's number 5. Now, I'm going to move that in a little bit for our next bit of work. Our next bit of work, we're going to come down to our hands or to the elbows. If you want to make this work a little easier, stay all the way down on your knees as we lift and lower that leg. If you like a little extra work, we're going to tuck the toes and float the knees. And by float the knees, I don't mean all the way up in the air. I mean really close to the mat. And then what we're going to do from here is lift one leg at a time, lift and lower, lift and lower. Squeeze those cheeks as you get up. Make sure that you're not sinking down into your shoulders. I'm going to do 15. Make sure you're breathing. 13, I think 14, and 15. I'm going to give myself just a tiny little break. And then I'm going to come back to that same leg. Again, knees can be down or knees can be up. And I'm going to come out to the side like a fire hydrant, circle it around and bring it back. Out, around and down. I'm just going to do 5 of these. 3, 4, lots of belly work and lots of breathing. That's number 5. Woo! Coming down, I like to tap my toes out in between. We're going to go to the other side. Toes tuck, knees are up or down, and we're going to push and float. Or push and tap, which is easier. Much easier. That breath is going the whole time. There's 8. I'm moving with a flexed foot like I mean to make a footprint on the ceiling, which is not going to happen. I think that was 15. I'm going to come down and give myself just a little break, because you know at the shoulders they feel it too, don't they? All right, now that last little bit. Tuck and either float or don't float. You're going to come out to the side like a fire hydrant movement. Bring it back in. 2, 3, only 5 of these, so go ahead and make them nice and big. And then come on down. Woo! Those always feel so good. Our last bit of work, we get to come down to the floor. Feet are as close as they can comfortably get. Easiest hand position is down here. You can also bring your hands to cactus position. You can also challenge your core more by reaching your arms up, kind of dead bug style, or I like to overlap my hands so that I know I'm really stabilizing. And we're just gonna go 20 times, pushing with the heels and lifting the hips up high. Drop that belly down. This right here is probably as small as your waistline is gonna get today. All your organs kind of shift up this way a little bit. Gives you that nice deep punch ball. That first rep was a long one. That's 2. So squeeze your cheeks as you lift, and then you can soften them on the way back down. You don't need to hold them tight all the time. You let those muscles flex and release. I think that was 10. I'm going to do 10 more. 8. The knees, they might try to start flaring out because that glute maximus does perform that action. It does external rotation at the hip. But if you snuggle your knees in toward each other, you're going to feel that deep, deep contraction in your glutes, and then maybe a little bit less pressure in the knees for your trouble by adding those inner thighs. I'm going to do 2 more. You want to make sure you do approximately 20 of those. And our final set, we're going to do another set of those, but we're going to take our legs diamond shape. So pinky toes are down on the floor. You can elongate that diamond if you want to, and you can move it in close. Either way, your hips aren't going to come up quite as far as they did last time. Choose your favorite hand position. I'm going to put the other hand on top of that overlap so I feel super symmetrical. And then I'm just going to lift and lower. This time I'm trying to keep my knees wide. And that's taking a little bit of that glute medius, your piriformis, some external rotators into the action. I just think it feels really good. And by working those side glute muscles, we're going to really contribute to that nice round look. So whether you're doing glute work for hip stability, lower back pain, knee pain, it'll help all of that stuff.
but maybe there's that other part of you that wants that nice, round, peachy silhouette. I know I do. That's why I do all this. Is that 20? I think I have 2 more. There we go. So you can shake that out, do something that feels good.
Oh, this was our longest one yet. Thanks for bearing with me. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.